Defining business transformation. Yes, we are going to talk about defining business transformation in today's video. Let us understand what is transformation. Transformation is a movement from position A to position B, and this it is a catastrophic movement that we are looking at forward. Remember, every time there's a transformation, it is a difficult process and hard process. Look what is happening. It's there are thousands, scores of people who are trying to sing against the river flow, and this is what transformation is all about. It is the difficulties that we present ourselves with. We have entered an era of always on transformation. Yes, truly speaking about it, here nowadays innovations are happening on a daily basis. You keep on seeing your software upgrade every month. You keep on seeing your antivirus being updated almost on a weekly basis. So that is what we are looking at it. And there is a host of opportunities and host of products being launches as an on basis. Remember, number of unicorns that, or should I say, number of startups that has been mushrooming determines the fact that there is an always on transformation process. Now let me understand and take you to the procedures of transformation. At the very onset is the launch, and once we have launched a product, once we have launched a company, or once we have launched a service, whatever you are looking into it, we start delivering upon it. The moment we start delivering, we try to get feedback as to what the customers are enticing upon. Are they latching up onto the product or the services, or the company's reputation been built up or not? In case if it is building up, we are trying to sustain it and uphold it constantly. And this process, launching, deliver, and sustain, has been repeated on a daily basis, and that's the reason why we see keep on seeing even existing traditional and sustainable organizations are launching products every now and then. That is what we are looking for it. Every time they are launching product, every car company, the biggest of all car companies, are launching at least 3 to 4 variants of their products every year, and they don't need to do so. They are already cash rich. Everybody is buying for their products, but still they come forward it and they look forward to an always on transformation process, as the case might be. Remember, transformation is not only enticing, it is difficult, but at the same time, it is very much rewarding. It is very much fulfilling. It is all about empowerment. It is all about satisfying your urges, your needs, your latent requirement that comes around it. Reimagine holistic human centric approach to transformation is what we are looking into it. Absolutely fantabulous things are happening around it everywhere. Who knows? Till the other, when I was a younger kid, I remember going to a restaurant to have a wonderful time. Now, this a time when the restaurant comes to your doorstep, serves the same food at your doorstep with the help of a home delivery startup that have been mushrooming around it. Look, it's reimagining the holistic human centric approach to transformation. Let us talk about what about this person which has a heart, head, heart, and hand. It is the head that envisions the futures and focuses on the big rocks. Remember, if the heart head says so, if the vision is clear, if the vision is well defined, it means that heart is bound to follow and empower your people to achieve the vision that has been set upon. And it is the hands that executes and innovate with agility, actually gives shapes to the dream, is what the hands does. Remember, it is the head, heart, and hand coordination of three H's that takes places out here. Remember, in the heart and hands are often neglected. When in cases of head, what happens is envisioning the future, or probably redefining the product landscape altogether. Inspiring and empowering people is what we always aspire to be, and that is the reason. If you look, there are a lot many startups who are doing wonderfully well, and they are not even paying salaries. They are giving stock options, and most importantly, the stock prices, the profitability of the company, they get a larger chunk of earnings. That is what we are talking about: executive and innovative with agility, which starts that's around it. So what needs to be done? Please understand, what are we looking at it? Which is about market capitalization. Market capitalization is being increased by leaps and bounds. And how do we go about it? You see, we are having an accelerated growth in cases not of hard drives around it. We are utilizing cloud platforms and services to service a product, to service launch products altogether, and essentially be at the fingertips of the customer. This is several billion dollars of investment being reduced, several billion dollars of continuous or working capital that has been washed away just because out of box thinking broke down the products and leadership silos with organizational change. Yes, we are nowadays part co-manufacturing with the vendors altogether. It is the gone by era that you uh, produce a product from scratch. Nowadays, it's a wholesome product of an assembly line which has been partly manufactured by a number of vendors altogether. The new innovation models in engineering is built around agility. That is how variation that can be taken for. It is as if it is customized as on when on basis. Develop new target cultures with energy around innovation. Yes, that is true. Created a next generations go to the market capability as we are coming up with a newer product, newer feasibility, newer ideas that is then being there. Is the next generation go to the market that is being taken care for? And what are we compromising? Are we compromising in market capitalization? Never. In fact, we are redefining the market capitalization, and product landscape is all about it. The head of a transformation is all about envisioning. Look, I have earmarked the head which in the yellow line. It is all about watching or viewing the future in advance. If you can focus on the big goals, definitely small things will take their own position as on when on basis. So first and foremost thing is to create an aspirational vision of a digitally enabled growth oriented future. That is what we look forward towards it. Prioritizing the big rocks to develop and result and create the enduring value. Yes, this is what we need to prioritize. The biggest of all milestone, the small milestone will fall in shape, ensuring that the leadership team is aligned, is committed. Now, this communications has to be there in a compelling fashion so that every employee gets integrated to the vision part of it, and they work passionately day in and day out for the achievement of the goals of the organization. And this is only possible if the head of the transformation is working tremendously and having the right perspective in mind. Let us understand the holistic transformation program. Now, this is what we have done with the vision. If we can do with the vision, now is a time of having an integrated change management. That is what we look forward towards it. We are looking at integrated change management process. This is where which has been mentioned out here. We'll talk about the culture. We create a culture of the organization. It can be based on transparency. It can be based on certain parameters that the organization espoused upon. The strategies has to be set. The engineering goals, the finesses, the abilities, the unique selling proposition, the competencies needs to be developed, and it should be ready to go to the market. It should be market tried and tested products and services. Therein, it will bring in more revenues and excellence for corporate. This is it is all win-win, not only for the visionary leaders but also for the employee, not only for the employee but for the society and the community at large. And this is how it needs to be appropriated. This is now it needs to be executed as an integrated change management process is all concerned. Let us understand the big rocks now. Now, let me tell it to you. I've been trying to tell big rocks every now and then with respect to the top management as the visionary future, looking at the big rocks, the big milestone. Find the journey, simplify the organization. This is what the funding the journey is all about. It. Big milestone that needs to be going around it. Simplify the product offerings, improve the price realization, and reduce non-personal cost, reduce the recurrent cost that comes around every now and then. Look at the feasibility study of the products and go around it. That is what is meant by ending the journey. Let us now talk about delivering the priority outcomes, as in what needs to be done as on when on basis. So growth in the core and beyond, business model and innovation that comes around it, go to the market approach and digital product services. Yes, true, very true as what we are looking forward to. Build the organization is operating model, structures and role, leaderships and talent that is looking into it, core capabilities and digitalization. The cultures has to be fabricated, the cultures has to be cultivated, behaviors has to be installed, context has to be put in perspective, the right perspective that comes around it. Now, this is what the big rock is all about it. Letters for understanding what do we go with the heads, what is that we are looking for a change. Can you envision the future is what we are looking into it. Remember, we are talking about the defining business transformation. Yes, if you can envision the future, if you can see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, yes, you are on the right path. If you are walking the talk, if you are planning everything in tandem with your future aspirational goals, have you defined the big rocks? Are you aligned as a leaders? Have you clarified, have you articulated the case for change? Have you gone through the pros and cons and the arguments in favor or against the changes thereby? So let me talk about the hands. This is what we talk about it. The head, we have said it, and the heart, if you look at it here, we let me go with the hands process. Now, this is where we need to understand and execute the innovative with the agility. Remember, ensure executional discipline and set teams for successes, and trust your best leaders with the big rocks. Ensure ongoing cooperation every now and then. Take everybody on board. This is what I've been trying to tell it to you. Be innovative. Apply those methods, digital or otherwise, in your day-to-day working life. That is how you will go with the hand-in-hand capabilities of transformation. Because once you go with hand in hand, it is only going to build your capabilities. It is only going to strengthen your execution. It is only going to make your competencies doubled and competent enough altogether. You become more confident organization, and that is what is executive with the execute and innovate with agility is all about it. Let me go with the TMO or the transformation management organization. If you look at it, the top management of the executive committees, you are talking about the transformation management or the head delivery people, the agents who are supposed to bring in the transformation with the different work stream, functional work stream that has been taken care of. The leaders, the head goes around it, and then the transformation officers, transformation management officers, or things like that, guides every work stream, every functional area, every department, every employee for espousing the change. So let us understand the guide to transformation effort. Let us go and believe with it. Keep on working on your transformation. Communicate, and always communicate positively. Support change management. Set up and structure new initiative for success. Support existing work stream to ensure success thereby. Yes, we are talking about impact center, enabling visual progress, tracking and timely interventions, enhancing quality interaction thereby. That is what we are looking into it. Empowered leaders and middle managers. Sharp focuses on resolving issues. Discipline and simple routine is what we look forward to. Yes, this is what is the benefits of executing and innovating with agile team is X-functional teams, reducing context switching, reducing hands-off misunderstanding, rework, faster decision and making, prioritize and value focusing, better alignment, reduce misunderstanding, similar consistent incentives, higher motivations, iterative sprint, reduce late surprise, flush out defects as sooner as possible, higher productivity. Now, feedback and learning is what we look into it as in a data driven decisions. This is where you have to catapult yourself and defend your decisions as on when on basis with the right questionnaires, with the right perspective. Always be transparent with your decision. Why? Because you need to rationalize what on basis on what data, on basis of what information you have come arrived into a decision. Be better responsive, be adaptable, be flexible, be there at present, and continuous productivity efficiency gains have to be done. So yes, we have and functional teams with reducing the context, prioritizing everything right from focus to values, everything that needs to be done. Iterative sprints in the sense has to be done as on when on basis. The requirement, mandatory requirement, has to be completed. It may not be prioritized, but it has to be completed. Even with the late stage surprises, flush out the defects if there are required. Be open to feedbacks and empower to make decisions. Thereby, let us now try to build critical capabilities while executing. Experiential programs is all about enriching every employees out there. How do we enrich the employees? By job rotation, by stretching the roles, assigning incremental responsibilities, career path, action learning, task force, and time in field. That is what we are looking out here. This is all which is important. Let us talk about incorporating into the daily work, the manager's routine, the daily huddles, checklist, tip sheets, and pulse check is what we are looking incorporating into the daily work format altogether. Please go ahead and do it. Let us go ahead with the coaching and the mentoring part, the peer groups, the individual work groups, the mentor, the SME, the subject matter expert, as the case might be. Let us understand coaching and mentoring very thoroughly, very understandably, because it is them who is going to decide how smooth the operation of the organization is all about it. We'll come to the feedback and assessment is informal feedback, the awards, the rewards, and the formal review. It is the review that comes in your social media. It is the review that comes in the press. It is the review that comes in your media. Forget those secondary reviews. Can you have the primary reviews from your end customer at all levels, and then Wayne foster the formal learning as to what is going right and what could have been improved upon. It's an on-demand e-learning workshops, defining role-based learning path, have joined similar industry conferences and external visit. This is the way, or the only way to build capabilities. This is the only way to bridge gaps. This is the only way for your understanding how hands can actually infuse a lot of confidence and change altogether. The question that you need to ask is, are you ensuring executional discipline? Definitely yes. Are you putting the best people against the big rocks? If not, please do so. Are you deploying agile ways? Be reflective, be agile, be flexible at working. Are you building capabilities as you execute, as you learn, as you grow? Can you keep learning, and can you be directive, inclusive, and delegating? This is for your understanding that we need to answer it, and probably answer it in positive fashion. So let me do, we have done all about head, all about hand. Now let us address the heart issues. Remember, it is the heart which will ensure complete success. The more emotionally you are bound with, you will ensure that there is success at the end of the tunnel. No matter how long, how dark the tunnel would have been, set your heart on it from the bottom of the heart, not from the not for the faint of the heart and the heart of the matter. The way you want to go around it, at the end of the day, it should be the passion that drives you. It's the passion of the vision, the confidence in your opinions, in your visions will ensure that hands will do the wonderful work. But it is in the heart that success lies together. The heart of the transformation process is what we would love to go around it. It is, we need to inspire, empower your people all together, activate purpose to inspire people, instill in them the factual nature as what has been expected. If we can win over the employees, if we can win over the stakeholders, if we can partner with them, and it ensures a complete success of the transformation. Remember, we are talking about business transformation. So let us come and create an empowering culture where people can trust each other, when people can be fearlessly, where people can take decision, where people are empowered, demonstrate the care for people whose lives have been disrupted. This is who we are. This is how we work. And remember, it is not your head, not your hand, it is your heart which matters the most. If you can string the right chords in your heart, people are going to be supporting you with all their intention. So lead with not only head but also with heart and hand, and that is how we inspire the people. I hope with this you come to a better understanding as to how the business transformation can be taken place about it. Remember the process, all about vision, remember about all the passion, and most importantly, the execution part which does about it. It is the head, the heart, and the hand that is in question. With this, I sign off for this presentation. Thank you for watching this video.